folks, hope you're all well. This is another Patreon vote. I'm catching up on them this week. So all of these lovely people voted for My Wave by Soundgarden, so that is what we're going to do. Now, in terms of tone, I'm using the Empress Heavy with these settings. Just sounds rad, I love it. Now, the tuning in this is absolutely bonkers. You've got basically E, so that's as is, right? The A string, or the fifth string, goes down to E. So you've got E, E. And then the rest of the strings are B. So the D string goes down to B. G string goes up to B. The B string stays as is. And the E string goes down to B as well. Okay, so... so it's just a crazy tuning, but you'll hear that allows you to get that really really unique tonal quality. So let's crack on with the first riff. Now the guitar part comes in on the 3 and, so you count 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you play that round 3 times. So it would be 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. And I would aim for the low 3 or 4 strings. You're probably going to hit 3. I've tabbed 4, I think. Aim for 3, and if you overshoot, no problem. Then the next part is a rest on the first beat, and you come in on the upstroke with 3, 4, 1. Which is basically, I'm catching the top 3 strings there. Which is just a B note. But because you've got 3 strings tuned to that same pitch, but with different thicknesses, you get a really lovely and interesting tonality. And then you've got this. Same bit as before. So you're just adding one little chunk in, right? You play that for 3 times too. So the first part would be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then the drums are in, right? And then you're going to play. Again, aim for the low 3 for this part, because there's kind of 2 ways to play this. And one is with the full chord, and that comes in every so often too, right? So, for the main part of the verse though, then your 3rd fret. So you've got 3 on the 3rd fret with some rests, and then 2 on the 5. And that is in 5/4, okay? You probably don't need to count 5 because you'll probably have the riff in your head already by now. All right, and then before the verse actually kicks in, you're going to go to the full chord. Like that, right? Which is the same riff pretty much, but you just do a slide. And obviously you're playing all the strings, okay? And at the end of the verse, it goes into 4/4, and you play this 4 times, okay? And then you're back into... four times, and then back into the verse, you go back to the... So there are some dynamics at play, right? And then again, just before the chorus, and then the chorus gets a little bit tricky. You may find Kim's part a lot easier to play, actually, because Chris's is quite difficult. Just to get the timing, Chris's part is going to play this. 1, 2, 3... like that, which is unusual, right? 2 bars of 3/4, and then 3 bars of 4/4. So the first phrase is slightly different. You play 1, 2, 3. So again, it's 7/5, and then 5 on the E with the last one being an 8th note, right? The others are 16th notes. But then it changes slightly and you've got this. Okay, so you've got a slide then on the first beat of the next bar. And then you hit an upstroke for the top part of the 7th fret. And then down to the 5th fret. Okay, so slowly the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last time you play same rhythm, you're just going 7th fret to open, right? But then you got this huge stretch, right? So you got the 10th fret on the top 3 strings, and then the 5th fret there, right? Live, I think Chris just played. He just plays 3 downstrokes, right? 8th notes. On the album version, I think I hear 6. Okay, so down, up, down, up, down, up. And then round again, right? This time you start with a rest. And again. And there's a 1 beat rest at the end as well. It's probably harder to describe than it is for you to just play along with it, right? But it's useful to know because it's difficult to transition between the parts otherwise. So that again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, easiest way to remember the transition is that when you play this part, on the 3rd time, you abandon that part, right? And instead of going to the 3rd fret there, you're going to go to the 7th fret and then start that whole pattern that we just went through. Let me go through the last 2 times of the lead in to give you an idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's how to count the lead in. Now for Kim's part, when you do the lead in, if you choose to play his bit, he's playing. Now there's a million ways you can play this because you're dealing with just a load of B strings, but I think he allows it to sort of ring out. So how I've tabbed it, I think sounds closest to my ears anyway. But the lead in for him is going to be 1 8th note rest and then you go to the 5th fret. Alright, so when he goes, Chris is on here. So at that point, obviously, Chris is hitting the 7th fret because it's the 8th note just before the next bar of 3, 4. I'll go through the second to last time of this part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how it leads in. And his part's pretty simple, actually. You're just going to repeat the same thing round once you get into the 4/4 part 6 times, and then there's a bar of 5/4 at the end, right? But the entire part would be 3, 4, 1. And at that point, once you get into that bit, you play that 6 times, and the last part is just, and then you've got the next break, right? That part. So let me just slow this riff down for you. 5th fret and then 4th fret, pull off to the open B. I'm on the 2nd string here, right? Because it just feels the nicest. And then you're going to play another open B, same string. But then I play the next string down. Because I think it sounds better than just staying on one string. It doesn't, I don't think it sounds like that. It sounds like he's playing. Because then you get a nice bit of, kind of dissonance. When you hit that 2nd fret. it's just, I think makes it sound a little bit more interesting, and I think that is what he's doing, but not 100%. That's what I'm doing though, so I would encourage you to do the same. So again, the first time would be, then you play this repeating pattern, starting on the third string open, and then the fifth fret on the next string up, right? So it's right, that's it. 6 times of that, and then you go, which is a bar of 5/4. You just have that at the end for one beat. Then you got this wicked little fill which goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think you go back around the chorus. So we've got 2 there, and then a double stop on the 5th fret. I'm using the 2nd and 3rd string there. You bend that up half a step, then down, right, that little rundown, and then you play the low 3 again, right? So slowly, then you're up to the 6th fret, right? Exactly the same, you're just playing the pattern up 3 frets from where you were, but you're going to play, you hit the 5th fret, because then you're going to go into, and then at the end you're back into that. So that whole bit would be, okay, then we've just got the outro to deal with. I wouldn't worry about the fact that this is in 9/8. It's more about how it gets picked up again by Matt Cameron, right? So you're going to play, okay, so that is that really big stretchy chord, right? So you're going to play down, up, down, down, down. And then I slide my little finger down 1 fret and play that with strings 4, 5 and 6 open. So slowly. And then you're into this outro riff which goes, alright, which is a bit jarring because it's quite difficult to know where the 1 is, right? So the phrase actually starts a beat and a half before you go into the repeating phrase, and the repeating phrase is in 5/4. So we're just on the 2nd and 3rd string here, and you're going to play a double stop on the 3rd fret, and then you're going to pre-bend a double stop on the 5th fret. It's just up half a step, I think, and then you release it, and then you've got a grace note hammer on, and then it loops round, okay? So the first beat is actually that grace note hammer on. So you got that for 1 beat, and then that's staccato, and the next one rings out, and then another 8th note, and then that's the end of the riff, right? So it makes way more sense when you just play it round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now live they play it ever so slightly differently, so I'll show you that too. So it comes in the same way, like with that bit, right? But then you're going to play, so there, I've noticed Kim definitely does it anyway. He does a little pull off, right, from the 5th fret, 3rd fret to open on the 3rd string. So that would be, to speed. One last thing to show you is just the verse overdubs we have, which go like this. And then that circles around this bit. That goes around 7 times. So all you're doing there is open and then 3rd fret on the 5th string. Bit of vibrato on that one. And then the 5th fret with some vibrato as well. That's it, you're done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon. Cheers.